I need to shorten that dead time at the end of that, where there's no music. I need to shorten that. It's a little too much. So how's it going, man? Oh shit, I can't hear you. What the hell happened? Oh, you're still muted.
I'm still muted. Yeah, I
Oh, there
think
you
the
go.
intro it mutes you, and then I accidentally unmuted and then had to mute myself. So, oh
So what's
man,
up?
doing good. Having a nice look at the markets with this pump. Man, it's a nice little gift.
It's
Starting the year out
yeah.
right.
I'm a cautiously optimistic, I'll say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
What's up, Black Ice? What's up, brother?
yeah, I'm glad we're getting some people on this. You had an emergency stream yesterday that I hope a lot of people caught. Got some big changes here at the channel, so
Oh yeah. No, it's all good things. We're just yeah, we're wanting to, just kind of wanting to focus less on YouTube, to be honest. A lot of it, I mean, it's definitely a place you have to be if you want to get exposure and stuff, but we want to kind of be a little more based, I mean, we think that way, and we are that way, but just kind of tired of worrying what, not that I freaking censor myself much, but believe it or not, I do. I do censor a lot of what I say, and just, tired of worrying about what I say, if it's going to affect, like the visibility of our videos and, stuff like that. It's just, that's not why I do this. I mean, we do this. We basically pay to do this. We don't get paid to do this at all. So, I mean, we might as well enjoy it. You know what I mean?
yep, yep, yeah, no, absolutely. Because I mean, you saw, especially during COVID, how constrictive a lot of people became from speaking their mind, and if people want to call that a dictatorship, YouTube is a dictatorship. Controlling speech and and all that shit.
No, absolutely. No, and I mean, that's kind of what I mean, and hell, maybe this will be the kind of the topic for tonight. I didn't mean it to, but yeah, it's just kind of, I'm just sick of it, dude. Not that that I was cool with it before, but it's just, I'm so sick of, I mean, even, what's bad, when even comedians for a while, like they were worried about
Oh,
what they
yeah.
were gonna get canceled for. It's like, if a comedian can't speak freely, like something's seriously fucking wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to get too soapboxy, but yeah, it's just, dude, I mean, comedians are, what breaks barriers like that down. I mean, I know that you're not as old as me, but you're old enough to remember, back in the 80s and stuff like that, where, dude, it was almost like racism to an extent didn't exist. It's like black comedians, made fun of all the races, white comedians made fun of all the races, and all the races would laugh together. It
Blazing
was just,
Saddles, man. Are you
dude,
kidding me?
Blazing Saddles, it was racist as shit, as far as like today's
Like,
standards.
oh
Back
yeah.
then it was just funny. Like, what was that part? He's like, they're like, hide the white women. It's
Yep.
like,
He's like
what?
washing his hands, like, look, coming right off.
Yeah. It's like, no, but it
Oh man.
was just, but everyone laughed. It was just, funny was funny. It didn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's just gotten really crazy, out of hand. Um, I mean, even in the '90s, there was still some pretty good, um, well, and mid 2000s, when you got Tropic Thunder,
Oh yeah,
fucking,
no, there's some stuff that's more recent, but no, but
but
it happened quick. It
yeah.
was, and it
Well,
had,
and the
oh, go
jester,
ahead.
like the court jester, was originally like, if you could make fun of the king, or if you,
Yeah,
that's what the jester was for, is to make fun of the king. And like, if you, there was that whole thing, where nothing was off limits, basically.
yeah. No, and it was, and honestly, it's like society needs those valves to decompress. You know,
Mhm.
it's like, you know, because there, you know, people are I mean, humans are an emotional fucking species. You know, it's there's there's a lot of stuff that people bottle up, and it doesn't necessarily have to be about, you know, race or whatever. Just daily life. You know, it's just they have stresses that they bottle up, and if they don't have outlets for that, you know, via laughter, exercise, you know, whatever, then people lose their shit. And I think that that's a lot of kind of what we're seeing. You know, it's I've noticed a lot of the people that are, you know, out there protesting and, you know, like it makes a difference or something. A lot of them are just miserable people. You know, they're just unhappy people that can't seem to fix themselves. You know, because that seems to always be the ones that think that they have the solution for everything. Is it's usually people that don't even have their own shit together, that they want to tell everybody else how they should be living. You know, it's like, how about you focus on the inside a little bit and be a little less external about your you know, projects. You know, it's like,
Yeah. Oh, and that's where the whole you feel like you need to have some control, so you go outward to control everybody else and other situations because you don't have that at home. So you go out and like, and I understand the right to protest and all that stuff, but yeah, I've had some friends, in our group chat recently, blaming capitalism for all the issues and all this stuff. And I'm like, we're all in the same system. Okay. Some of us come from worse situations. Some of us come from better situations, but we all have to make decisions that put us in the situation that we're in at the moment. So for you to blame one thing when you should be looking at your decisions that have got you there, it's like, what are we talking about? And when you don't feel like you have control over your own life, you try and find control elsewhere. And that's where things get kind of crazy. Like what happened in Minnesota, it's or allowing other people to put you
why is
in.
it always in Minnesota? Like
I don't know.
like before, you know, the freaking George Floyd, and before, you know, freaking all that stuff, and, you know, and all this stuff going on now with Somalis. It's like before that, the only thing I knew about Minnesota is they had like dairy and Amish. You know, it's like that's pretty much all, you know, all that happened up there. You know, it's like now, like, what the hell happened to Minnesota of all places?
The Twin Cities, right? Isn't that
Yeah, like
Minneapolis?
yeah, you know, Minneapolis, and I've actually I went up there. One of the companies I just got done working for not too long ago, their headquarters was there, and so I had to, like, you know, fly in there for meetings and things like that. And yeah, it was just like freaking normal place that had that much discourse going on. You know, people seem pretty chill. Devon, what's up, man? Hey, Joshua, good to see you in the chat.
Oh, Crypto Stevo's in the house.
Oh shit, Stevo. Oh yeah, there's Stevo. What up? Yo, yo, yo. So yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on, you know, when it comes to, yeah, it's a weird ideology, man. You know, just that whole, I can't get on board with that mindset. Oh, Gina. What up, Gina?
Oh, what's up?
Hi.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Like,
I'm
hey, hey.
yeah, I was on my little soapbox, you know, preaching as usual.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta go.
Oh, it's all good. I know that you've been streaming for like 3 hours, and then you're about to, you know, jump on another stream for who knows how long for that game. What's up with the game you're doing?
It's called Metafied. It's like a trading game. So it
Like card
trades
trading or?
no, like crypto.
Oh,
Um
oh, yeah, of course.
yeah, so it's BTC. As the market moves like in real time, you'll have to put on spots, like where you think it's going to land by the minute when the minute ends. So it's like a
So like
guess.
1 minute candles or something.
Oh, I think I've seen
Yeah,
that.
but it's not. It's you can look at it at candle view, or it's like it's usually like this.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So some people have an easier time with candles, but I just wing it. Fuck it, because you only like the earlier you put in your spot, the more weight it has, so it prevents people from putting something in last minute, like, and getting it spot on. So you win more money the quicker you put in your trade. So and you can put up to 10 spots for like $1 each. But then the more people playing, the better. A pool is created, and whoever gets it spot on or closest to it wins the whole pool. And if you get 5 spot ons in a row, there's like a bigger pool. And then 10x 10 times in a row, or like 20. It just gets bigger and bigger. It's pretty cool.
What's the name of it again?
Metafied. I will be playing it at 8:30. So they have the 1 minute games are the most popular, and they're the most money. People do the day games too, but the minute games start at market open every day, and then every other day it's either 5:30 or 8:30. So today is like an 8:30 one, and then tomorrow it would be 5:30. So there's 2 1 minute games, one at market open, and it depends on what day it is for the second one.
Interesting. How long have they been around? And are they doing an airdrop?
It's relatively new.
Jeff's like a little meth head. He's like, somebody say airdrop.
I love airdrops. I want to farm them as well. So if you know of any, please let me know.
Jeff's the man when it comes to airdrops. He knows all of them that are going on.
I'm doing the Fortify one, the Moats one, and I'm doing the VDEX one. Those are the ones that I'm farming at the moment.
Oh yeah, I saw the Moats thing that on your stream earlier. I'm not familiar with that one, and the Fortify one I learned from Malik, but I haven't done it yet. I have like a tab with daily tasks that have like, I think I have like 20 different things that I go through each day and farm. But I need, if you had a promo code or a like referral code for the other ones, send them over. I'll use them and
I can see if I have one. Do you have me on anything? Let me add you on X or something.
She means on socials, Jeff.
I was like, follow on the arena and stuff.
The CBR. I need to be able to message you. Oh, the BCR.
142.
Yeah. Oh, you're the blockchain report.
Yeah.
That's you. Okay. Yeah, I seen you on my stream. I wasn't sure who that was, and I'm like, oh hi.
That's Jeff.
That's cool. Thank you for popping in. I just followed you on X, so yes.
Nice.
I will message you.
Jeff is the co-owner of DeFi crypto and airdrops.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Co-owner. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well,
no, me and Jeff have been
like,
teamed up for over a year now.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, and the airdrop stuff, there's so much like nuances to it. And I actually almost 2 years ago, I had my wallet compromised. I had like $8,000 in assets that were taken, and a little pudgy penguin that was taken from my wallet. So, yeah.
Dude, Pengu pumped today like 500%.
So I was farming an airdrop and I was using a testnet, a project that was building on a testnet, and their website or their front end was hacked, and my wallet was still connected. So the hackers had access to all the wallets that were connected, and all my shit was drained. And I got home from a concert one night, and I was just looking at everything just gone, and I was literally sick to my stomach.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it's and I've had to actually work with they call them white hat hackers, and they're able to.
They're like
if you have
they're like
they
Gandalf.
help-
They're like the white wizards of hacking.
Yeah. So I had my Pengu saved. My Pengu airdrop was saved. Layer 0 a couple years ago was saved. And so they help kind of front run the hackers when the airdrop claim comes and go through all this shit. But yeah,
Damn.
that's a whole.
Yeah, if you ever have any issues, if you ever have any issues with wallets or anything like that, give Jeff a ring, because he's helped me a couple of times where my wallet was acting up, doing weird shit, and he was able to freaking help me weed it out.
I'm so worried about that.
Situations, yeah.
Have it's not like I have a lot of funds to take anyway. So
well, still, you want to learn good habits so that then when you do,
and
any future funds that might be coming to you.
Absolutely
true.
Well, I mean, I've gotten airdrops just from having arrow locks. I mean, that's how I got the black hole airdrop. Was just I had aerodrome locks, and they just showed up in my wallet. I didn't do shit.
Damn, I need more. I just need money. So
there's just that one hitch. If I could just get money, then I can make money.
Dude, yeah, I need money for my PC. My car is like uninspected. It's been up since September. So, and I also have to fix my motorcycle in the summer. But yeah, also $2,000 in debt that I still have to pay. So that's it. That's about it.
Student loan.
Yeah, I got student loans. I didn't count those.
So they won't. They'll start coming after you for that soon.
Yeah. My college says not until after graduation.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you're still good.
Yeah, I'm good for at least 1.5 more years. So
you said you're going information technology?
Yeah.
Be a security?
Yeah, whatever I can get. I got I'm going for IT. We're learning about, task manager and like Windows and Linux and command prompts right now. Nothing crazy.
All the fun.
Yeah.
I'm like into it.
I don't know. I used to know Python back in the day when I was in computer programming club back in high school. But it's like that's not even used anymore. I feel like so everything's changed. I feel like a boomer. It's like I used to be good at computers and now I'm like so lost.
Hey, I'm sure that you'll be able. I mean, now that you're getting back into it, I'm sure it will come to you pretty quickly. I mean, you obviously know the basics.
Yeah, just the very basics, the very basic of basics. But we're getting there. Doing pretty good. Got 100 in the class so far. But yeah, it's kind of like we're using a virtual machine, so. Because we have a Mac, so we're using the Windows VM to do all of that other stuff. Because Mac OS is kind of a little different to do all that good shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've wanted to use Linux or Ubuntu operating system, but there's certain programs that don't work or that aren't compatible with it. So I'm kind of stuck with Windows or Mac.
Yeah, I think Windows, I haven't delved too much into Linux yet. But Windows seems pretty straightforward and shit. I know that you have to use, the only thing I know the difference is you have to / on Linux and / on Windows.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Oh man.
Weird semantics.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna look at some crypto stuff here in the background to see what's going on with the markets.
Oh, dude, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Canton. Like a
Yeah.
lot, like they're having that just happened.
Yeah, that happened about a week ago. But it was actually a double halving. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, Canton is something I'm definitely keeping an eye on. That Braun wallet is producing nicely for me. I need to stop mentioning that because the more people that do it, the less I earn. So
What?
I need to keep.
Let me get some.
It's it's Canton is just a really interesting project. It popped up on my radar. Every morning I look at rwa.xyz. Yeah, I'll pull that up real quick. And basically it's like the go-to site for analytics on tokenized real world assets, RWAs. So those of you that don't know, it's tokenized U.S. Treasuries, commodities, institutional alternative funds, public equity, non-U.S. government debt, corporate bonds. Just pretty much stocks, real estate, anything that used to need manual processes like a car title. The California DMV actually put car titles on AVAX, the blockchain AVAX. And it's basically just to allow easier movement of ownership. So like online, if I bought a car, like say from an auction or something like that, they could, if it's tokenized, they could just send me the car title and all the necessary paperwork, digitally. Yeah, it's just like I wouldn't need to, file with the DMV and ask for, a title transfer and wait for, a week or two or however long it takes for them to get it to me. If I was, say, a broker, and I was going to like high-end auto auctions, and I know this is a weird example, but it's just what popped in my head. But, and you bought like some, collectible Ferrari or like an old muscle car or something, they can just transfer that title to your client and they instantly have ownership of it. Just done. And it's just a matter of shipping the vehicle to wherever it is that the new owner is. So it makes things more liquid. 24/7, 365. Things can be traded. They can be. I can be in Dubai, and Jeff and Gina could be in, Hong Kong and England, and we can be buying and selling things no matter what time it is. We don't need a broker. We don't need anything. I mean, the legal aspects can even be written into the smart contract to where certain criteria have to be met before ownership is transferred. So, maybe it has to register that, Gina sent Jeff, X amount of dollars for that collectible car. So it could automatically release the title, if the smart contract is, has this lined out, as soon as the funds, go from Gina's account to Jeff's account, then it releases the title automatically. So you don't need all the intermediaries and people taking fees and, there's none of that overhead. So anyway, just super cool. But Canton, oh, sorry. What's up?
Oh, I said cool.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I get nerdy when it comes to this stuff and start talking way too much.
The Canton founder, Yuval Ruse, was on Bankless. So they did an interview with Yuval Ruse.
They've done a bunch. Well, Canton, I've seen probably like 4 or 5 really good interviews with different people, at the Canton Foundation. And their adoption is off the charts. Well, I mean, you can see right here, they currently have 93% of the entire market of RWAs. And, granted, it's a new market, but, they came out of the gate, I mean, you got Ethereum on here. You got, BNB, you got, what's that? Hyperliquid, Aptos, Polygon. I mean, you have a lot of really well-established blue chip projects that are competing in this market. And Canton, I mean, they've been building for like a decade, but I had never heard of them until they popped up on rwa.xyz. And yeah, it's been insane to watch, but I'm very bullish on. I'm interested with our interview on January 20th with Shaw, the COO. I'm interested to ask him how he sees the profitability and success of the company. How does he feel that is going to translate to token holders? So like those of us that own Canton, why is it that we should buy the token? Other than we hope the price will go up. What mechanisms in the tokenomics do they see, being able to use or DeFi opportunities that they might spearhead that is going to allow us to earn, or profit from holding the token. I feel that's very important, for us as token holders, is other than just we hope people buy the token and the price goes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to know what you're investing in and what you're going to get out of it besides it going to zero.
Yeah. Cause basically it's, basically it's like a trading card. If there isn't some way for the profitability of the company to make its way, back to token holders, basically it's like, buying a baseball card of your favorite sports, athlete. You have no stake in their success. You're not going to get paid if they, get the, a new contract, or if they make the winning touchdown, or, you don't profit from it. You just hope that somebody else wants that card more than you do and is willing to pay more than you paid for it. Or the market crashes like it has before in trading cards and stuff, and it ain't worth shit. That's basically what crypto's been so far, is because nobody's really proven that any of this can do anything. They're starting to, but at first, it was just, digital monopoly money, basically, because there was no tech. There was nobody was using it for cross-border payments or tokenization, or, to build video games, or, nobody was doing anything with it for years.
So, and then you got a flood of layer twos just all doing the same thing. And it's like, okay, are we going to rinse and repeat the same fucking song and dance? And I don't know how many, there were what, 3 or 4 projects last year that I covered on the show that, pretty much just went and shut their doors, or sunset their layer 2. And they're like, yeah, we don't have any liquidity left. And it's like, all right, I saw this coming from a mile away. So what do you have to offer that's going to be different? Like what value are you providing?
Well, yeah, as a service, they're what is the use case? What is the utility of their project, or, what they're building? Absolutely. And then, of course, if that, turns into profits or revenue, it's like, okay, I know that crypto isn't a stock, but there has to be some incentive. There has to be some reason for us to buy the token. Otherwise, why buy it?
I gotta hop on to.
Oh, go ahead.
If you guys are still on, I'm not sure that you will be. I will be back.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. But yeah, no, it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. Indica Wolf was saying they went gem hunting today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I used to love the topaz hunt when I was living in Utah.
Oh shit. What, Centralia? The underground mine fire?
Centralia. I want to say it's Western Washington. Is that where Centralia is?
That's cool. Yeah. Oh man, there's a guy that he lives in the town. He actually owns a gym. In the same town as my parents, and he goes fucking gem hunting and stuff. And I've seen videos on his Instagram where he's like out in Georgia with these fucking cracking open these big boulders. And you just see these crazy ass. I was like, oh shit, that's so cool.
No, gem hunting can be fun. It's kind of an excuse to get up in the hills, get up in the mountains or whatever, and, hike around and poke around and, just, I don't know. It's fun.
Oh, we got Nick Dunn over on the arena, and Hapu, Marlene, what's up? It's probably tomorrow for you.
Yeah. Marlene's over there in Finland.
Yeah, Nick Dunn asked he missed the beginning of the show, but asked about the YouTube channel. So I told him we're back on our smaller channel. And I posted if anyone was looking for the YouTube channel, I posted it in the arena. And because I don't know if everyone was on our backup channel. So
yeah, I was trying to push people to to our channel, just in preparation for stepping away from the big channel. But yeah, we were just wanting to basically just kind of get back get back to just doing this for the love of doing it. Not necessarily the trying to chase subscribers and all that kind of stuff. It's this is kind of for me. I mean, we definitely want to make money eventually, but we just don't want it to be the focus. I mean, for me, this is kind of how I socialize and how I decompress. Is coming on here and just hanging out with you all and talking about whatever and hanging out with Jeff, and this is this is meant to be fun. I don't want this to feel like a grind or feel like that this is a chore that we have to do. So it's just easier.
Yeah, Joseph, I hunt Latina gems all the time. So
yeah,
I'm surprised you're still alive.
They're dangerous. It's dangerous going prospecting for them Latina gems.
Well, man, when I traveled to Houston for work when I worked at GE just out of college, and I was at this nightclub. It was like a pretty big nightclub out there. It was like 2010. And this Latina came up to me and she was, shooting her shot. And I wasn't like, being all weird or anything, but you could tell that they're very forward and like, assertive, I should say.
Yeah.
So like,
no, it's,
yeah.
well, my stepmom, she's Cuban. So yeah, I mean, I grew up with, the Latin culture, so yeah, they definitely hot blooded, they, and my stepmom is very, very cultured, we'll say. Like her family originally was from Spain. And, so yeah, she was brought up for a while in a convent. Like very Catholic, very, very Catholic. Like 4 a.m, praise the rosary. I guess there's 3 kids that supposedly saw the Virgin Mary in like France or something like that. And one of the revelations that they got from the Virgin Mary was that if everyone prayed the rosary every morning and every night, there'd be peace in the world. And so my mom believes it. And so every morning and every night she prays the rosary. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's religion's like, interesting.
Yeah, there was a guy that was I was at Sprouts, the grocery store, a few weeks ago, and there was a guy parked next to me that had his little rug out behind his car, and I was afraid I was trying not to hit him when I was backing out, but he was called to prayer. And, I think anywhere you're at when you're called to do it, you got to do it. But, just don't do it in the street or parking lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joseph, I've actually been contemplating getting me a place down in Texas. I need to get like a little piece of property down there just so I can go hang out with Taylor and my family.
He's north of
Dallas. Yeah. No, yeah. Joseph's down in Houston. My grandpa used to have a place down in Pasadena. Just there by Houston. He actually his whole career worked for Shell Oil. He was a lab technician. But it's actually kind of funny. I wish I could. I would really like to interview him, but actually I should arrange it with Taylor. But the way he got his job at Shell Oil as a lab technician. As he went in for the job interview, and the guy that was interviewing him went to like Texas A&M or something like that. And on his resume, he put that he worked at like at that college. And so the guy, I guess, just assumed that he graduated from there. And so, they were talking about, the football team and, just laughing and joking. And, my grandpa is a real comedian. So, he probably had him rolling, and they're just, he's just like, oh, this is a really good dude. We, have the same alma mater, all that stuff. And he ended up giving him the job. And it turned out that by the time they figured out that he knew nothing about chemistry and all that, he had learned all the tests. So they're just doing routine tests, for like octane and, all that kind of stuff. And he just learned the test. And one day, it came out, they were like, oh, you didn't go to college there? He's like, no, I was the janitor there. And so, because back in the day, I mean, it was, you're talking like the 1930s, the 1940s, he's almost 100 years old. So, I mean, it was quite a while ago, I guess the 50s, but, yeah, so he just ended up with a job and worked for him for like 30 years and retired. And, but yeah, he lived down in Pasadena.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that must have been pretty hard to kind of confirm all that. Cause yeah, for the job I just, I'm starting, I had to upload my, transcript for my college transcript and my diplomas. Yeah. And I'm glad I had copies of them. Cause I mean, I had my diplomas hanging on the wall, but it's like, holy shit, if I didn't have that available, like, cause I went to ITT Tech and they shut down in 2015, I think.
I remember those old commercials, the ITT commercials.
It's like that movie Accepted, the South Harmon Institute of Technology, the shit.
Oh, what up? We got Patting my crotches in the chat over in the arena.
Oh shit!
Should have hit.
Matt.
Oh shit! Matt's going to be coming in here too. All right, cool, man. But I'm always down. I don't know. I really just love having the channel where we just have people come and hang out.
Yeah.
It's a lot more social.
Yeah. And man, especially when the markets have been just so bogged down and everyone's all sad and you just like, you need some fun.
You really do. I mean, and that goes back to what we started talking about at the beginning, with, comedians and, just, society just needs those outlets. I mean, when you're just doing nothing but grinding constantly, you get up in the morning and I mean, if you have a family, you have even more responsibilities, but you get up and you got to get kids ready for school and, you're changing diapers and getting yourself ready and you're dealing with, relationships. And then you got to go to work and you work at your job all day and then, dealing with traffic. And then you got to come home and, you have a bunch of responsibilities there. And, if you go to church and you have, they're giving you responsibilities, you're just constantly like, go, 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 go. And, if you're scraping to get by, I mean, with inflation and the price of everything and, it's like, you can only take so much before you snap, it's just like, fuck, man, people need an outlet. Yeah. Hey, DCA and Pray. What's up, brother?
It's me grinding every day. Yeah.
And you know what? And I appreciate people like DCA and Pray. I mean, it's like politically, we probably couldn't be any further apart, when it comes to a lot of the, the stances and stuff, but just a good dude and always down to debate, talk about stuff. He always keeps it respectful. We never call each other names. We never make personal attacks. It's just, hey, he's always like, yeah, Trump sucks. And I'm like, I don't agree with a lot of what he does, but he's better than the alternative. It's like,
yeah, much better.
What's that? Speaking of grind, why does our government not want us to thrive and live? Dude, Yeah, that stablecoin act, the fucking, or not stablecoin act, the fucking Clarity Act. Dude, banks are just fucking ruthless. It's like they're scared as shit. Like they're fighting. They do not want stable coins to pay yield. They want that to be in the actual bill signed into law, that the only way that you're able to earn on stable coins would be in DeFi. So if you're providing them for liquidity or something like that, you'd still be able to earn as of right now. But they were trying to write in there that you can't just have them sitting like on Coinbase or something like that and earning 5%. It has to go to them, has to go to the bank so that they can lend it out and they can make their money off your money. It's like, what a fucked up system, man.
Yeah, and dude, even California trying to sign into law that if it's inactive on exchanges for 3 years, I think, or 2 years, that they can seize your Bitcoin or crypto. I'm like, dude,
Do you have our? Oh no, I have it pulled up. Never mind. Sorry, people in the chat are asking for the link to our YouTube channel. Nick Dunn. There we go. So yeah, no, anybody that's not following us. Actually, you know what? We never introduced the socials. You just want to do that real quick while we're waiting for Matt, and then it'll let people know where we're at.
Let me pull this up real quick.
There you go.
Yeah, for those, it's our when you see the owl, this is the channel we'll be streaming to on YouTube from now on. So a little under 500 subscribers. So if you can, go over, smash the subscribe, jump in the chat. Yeah, DeFi Crypto and Airdrops with an S is the handle. Yeah, we'll still be doing the same shows each week. Mike's Money Talks on Mondays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. The Crypto and Chill Tuesday and Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, the Conspiracy Cabin is going to be a good one on Thursdays. We had David on last week, and that was it was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, this Thursday we're gonna do it again, and actually, Colin, from the arena, the guy.
Arena.
I believe that he was one of the original people at Avalanche or something like that.
Yeah,
like I haven't looked into his background yet, but somebody, I think Matt was telling me that he used to be like part of the AVAX team or something early on.
He wrote the original code.
Oh, did he?
They said, yeah, he was part of like writing the original code. I was like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. Hapu's in the chat. She says yes, he's a founding member. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Fuck. Okay. No, I just thought I just thought that he was like, maybe worked there early on or something like that. You meet the coolest people in crypto. I mean, that's probably been the coolest thing about doing this channel, is just like all the people that you meet, just with different backgrounds and different countries, and I mean, just all walks of life too. You got me, I'm like a old retired military guy. You're a hardware engineer. Your brother, who I've talked with a bunch, he's a software engineer. Taylor, he's a practicing a state attorney. You got the other Jeff, Texas Jeff, he's a licensed financial advisor. You got David, who lives off his DeFi earnings and basically just travels to wherever it is he wants to live and just lives there, because as long as he has a laptop, he can do DeFi. And then you got Jake Call, fucking super driven young dude. I think he's in his early 30s or maybe late 20s. And dude,
20s.
He's built himself like a little empire. You got Drew, he was in a fucking heavy metal band and was doing like security and stuff like that. And now he's the host of a crypto channel.
Yeah, a lot of fucking cool people. A lot of cool people. And some good communities too. Like our Discord, has been just blown up the past year, and it's free for for those that don't know, let's see. Let me pull this up right here. Yeah, and all the links, socials are in the description. So Discord, you know, we got a lot of DeFi alpha in here, news updates, and Vet made some pretty cool tracking sheets, but since
Metrix
we brought on
Finance,
Paul,
Metrix Finance is a better way to go.
Is a full DeFi or portfolio tracker, and it is free to start. You know, start with that and see if it provides you value. Then you can move to the monthly or yearly subscriptions. But David and Jake are working together now on adding features, more functionality to Metrix Finance. And
all right, hold on real quick. I'm gonna do something because I want to have a balanced chat. So I made Nick Dunn a moderator, and I made DCA and Prey a moderator. So we got somebody that's left leaning and somebody that's right leaning. We're bipartisan in the chat now. So so don't wave your power too hard. You know, you end up banning each other. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, there's so much free, so many free resources, you know, not just Metrix Finance or the videos on our YouTube channel, but David's DeFi University is now pretty much all free, except the only thing that's paid for is the mentorships Monday through Friday. So you get daily live mentorships, 2 hours per day. But the whole course itself, there's a 5 or 6 step course that David's going to be doing an airdrop for. So yeah, 5 comprehensive courses, 36 interactive tools, and 15 quizzes. So he's going to be doing an airdrop for people who complete this. So I would check this out as well. Also, Mike and Taylor have a DeFi Wise newsletter that goes out Monday through Friday. It's 19 and some change, so a little under $20 a month. And you get ranges set before the traditional markets open, and they've been pretty much nailing.
And we added a gold and silver to our trading ranges as well. Starting this morning, you know, just because there was a lot of people that were asking about that, so we added that to our quant.
Hell yeah, and silver's been fucking running,
dude. Every time I get in my safe, and I just sometimes I get in there and I just like I like to hold the bars, you know. I'm just like, oh, you know, hold my little babies. I got a bunch of those 1 kilo like stackers, you know, where they like you know, stack on top of each other. They lock into each other like little Legos. So I got those, and they're all stacked up.
Going and playing fort with them.
Well, dude, it was like pressing $90 or some shit. I mean, it was getting up there. And most of my silver, I bought it when it was like, when I started, it was $5 an ounce. And during COVID, it dipped down to $12 an ounce. And I backed the truck up there too. Cause yeah, if you want to watch me nerd out on something, get me talking about, you know, other than crypto, get me talking about collectible coins. Like I'll have to bust them out sometime, but I have like a bunch of old Morgan silver dollars that are graded. And I ran a coin shop. Like my first job when I got retired from the military, my buddy owned that I bought all my silver and stuff from and my coins. He had a coin shop, and I just got to know him. You know, we kind of became friends, and he was wanting to, you know, scale and grow his business. And I was like, hey, you know, I'm retiring. I got some spare time. You know, I'll come and help you out. And so I ended up helping him run his coin shop, and he taught me how to grade coins. And he taught me about the precious metals markets and, you know, how they work, and, you know, the premiums, and, you know, why we charge the premiums whenever you're, you know, buying and selling and things like that. And it just super interesting, market, you know, the coins and stuff like that. But it's just, I love the coins because they're like little pieces of history. You know, like those silver dollars, you know, you can imagine that, you know, how many pockets, you know, was that in the pocket of some gold miner or gunfighter, or, you know, how, you know, was it used to, you know, gamble on a card game that somebody got shot at, or, you know, you just never know. You know what I mean?
Has there been blood on this coin?
Yeah. You know, old Roman coins, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, shit, you know, if a coin could talk, you know, if it could tell you like all the places it had been, you know, it's like just how cool, you know, that you can hold a piece of history like that.
This was popped out of grandma's pussy.
It was at a Tijuana donkey show. Yeah.
Oh, oh, and yeah, anyone else, you can find us on X, at veteran for crypto, the number 4, and me at the BCR 142. Also, are we still on Pump.fun, or are we?
I stopped streaming there. It's
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It's just too meme coinish. I can't get over it. I mean, Arena is just so much better. I mean, it's such a, you know, it seems like they're really putting the effort and the time into building it out right. You know, it's easier to come across like new content. The UI on Pump.fun, I just was not a fan of. You know, it's,
Yeah.
you know, the format that the Arena uses is just very, it's very familiar, because I mean it's very similar to, you know, Twitter, you know, a lot of other platforms, Truth Social, you know, just that whole thread, you know, kind of format that we're all used to.
Yeah. Yeah, and DCA and Prey, so they are rolling that out in the next phase. So there was I forget his name, Jason or something. I started following him on Twitter, and they listed off a bunch of stuff that they're rolling out in this next phase of updates. So an app is going to be one, and there's a bunch of other things. So yeah, that's going to be coming.
Taylor's texting me. He's pissed off because freaking everybody's going and doing that. I'm not even going to say where it's at. Freaking, I've already said it enough. That wallet that where we're earning on Canton, and everybody's doing it, and so all our earnings are going down. So we were making 30% a month. It's like down to 15% now. I'm like, son of a.
Oh shit!
It was bound to happen though. It's free though. I mean, I'm earning free Canton, so it's all good.
Man, they're really going hard on Isaac's mom in the chat.
Well, everybody goes hard on Isaac's mom.
Oh shit! Silver looking real good, except for this only
so,
silver.
So, however, is back up. So, somebody was saying something about taxes. Oh, here we go. I was thinking of buying silver earlier this year and just never pulled the trigger. It's just not good with taxes on purchasing in my state. The cool thing about some states, and it's the way it's supposed to be, is it's called like for like. So in Utah, where I worked at that coin shop, it is in I want to say it's in the Utah Constitution or something like that. And I've been told that it's in the U.S. Constitution, that, you know, like no coin shall be minted unless it's backed by, you know, gold or silver, something like that. But anyway, it's called like for like. So when you're buying and selling silver and gold in the state of Utah, you don't pay taxes when you're buying or selling, because it's the same legally, you know, in the state of Utah as me handing you a $20 bill and you handing me 2 tens. Basically, you're exchanging, you know, one currency for another. You know, you're not, you know, making a purchase. You know, you're not buying or selling anything. You're just basically making change. Like somebody wants, you know, the paper version and you want the metal version. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, you don't have to pay taxes or anything on it. It's really cool. So yeah, you have to check in your state, but in Utah, that's how it is.
Yeah, some of these states you got to find that are tax friendly. California's not one of them.
California, I mean, hell, they're already, trying to make that law where if your Bitcoin sits in your, on your exchange account, dormant for more than 3 years, they can seize it.
Yep.
California, they're always looking for a way. And those of you that freaking, might lean to the left, it's, unless you're all for that, unless you're all for the government just, taking more and more of our wealth and, or the little bit that we got left and, taking rights and, forcing people to do things, I mean, that's what you're voting for. I know the alternative isn't much better, but we the people need to stand together and start voting for some better parties and some better people, not just the ones that are, put on the TV, the ones that are, spoon fed to us, because there's good people that have Rand Paul, Ron Paul, he freaking ran. And the guy is just, he's not left. He's not right. He's pro America, pro liberty, pro freedom. Government should be out of our business. He was a doctor. His profession was, he was a doctor, and he got into politics, and he's been a senator forever. And
he was just on Rogan today.
Dude is a badass, but he's the one, he's famous that every New Year's his son started doing it because his son is in politics in Washington now. But they'll get up there and they've been pointing out the fraud, waste, and abuse in government for decades. Like, he's famous for it. He gets up there and basically filibusters. He just basically, this is how we're wasting taxpayers' money. He's done it every year for decades. That's why I find it hilarious that all these people that are acting like, shocked in the media and, shocked in politics that, that we have this fraud going on with Somali daycares and light rails in California and, just all this different shit that's going on. They know what's going on. They know it's there. They are under no illusion that there's not fraud, waste, and abuse going on in government. They're all benefiting from it, left, right, and middle. Not all of them. There's some that still have some integrity. But how do you think that they're all becoming millionaires after serving for 4 years? They go in there, they have debt up to their eyeballs. Their credit sucks. AOC couldn't even find a place to rent because nobody'd rent her a place because her credit sucks so bad. She was up to her eyeballs in student debt, and she was a bartender. And now she's a multi-millionaire. How'd that
Ilhan
shit
Omar?
happen? Ilhan Omar, she was an immigrant. I mean, good on her. I mean, I'm, all for freaking people, coming up in the world, but she was an immigrant that married her brother.
Yeah.
It's committed immigration fraud. To get her brother in the freaking country. She married him. So it's like, but yeah, they're freaking
yeah. Who was Pat McCrouch? Yeah, pointing it out and arresting them are different things. I mean, and that's what we were talking about on Thursday is perp walking those people. Actually getting some accountability.
That's the problem. Is there? I challenge anybody in the chat. Name one person that was held accountable for anything other than that Menendez that got caught with the gold bars. And honestly, I think that was that. I think that was a hatchet job. I think that he pissed the wrong person off. I think all of them have gold bars in their fucking safes, that they got paid off with and shit. It's just, he pissed the wrong person off and he was served up. They were just like, all right, FBI, go check out Menendez's safe. Here's an anonymous tip.
Yeah. Sure seems like it, man. Yeah,
I made Pat McCrouch a mod too. Yeah, no, Papa Guth, 100%. Yeah, worst case scenario, they get fired, ceremonially fired, and they get a more cush job with higher pay once everything calms down. Freaking happens all the time. Problem is, once they do, it's a Pandora's box, right? I guarantee you, if fucking somebody gets popped for something that's big enough and they get them to roll over, start rolling over on politicians, it probably would be a chain reaction because everybody got something on everybody in that fucking town.
Dude.
So like if they pop somebody and they're like, you're losing everything, we're seizing all your assets, you're going to prison for the rest of your life unless you cooperate. And they start rolling over on each other. Holy shit. I think that's why the Democrats and Republicans don't go after each other for real. Is because they know they got dirt on each other. They're in a cold war. Democrats and Republicans are in a cold war in Washington, D.C. It's a Mexican standoff.
Dude, I mean, yeah, look at how much wealth is in there. I mean, like you said, these people go in as public servants making what, 100 grand?
175 grand a year is, kind of is a good round number.
And they're even 3 years in, they're making, they're worth,
millions
and millions, like tens
Dan
of millions.
Crenshaw, freaking eye patch, ex-Navy SEAL.
Fuck.
Freaking what a disappointment that guy was.
Yeah.
He went in there and I was like freaking, thinking Navy SEAL, combat vet, military, he's definitely, believes in the Constitution. And dude was voting for red flag laws. I'm like, really, dude? Freaking, and then he's a millionaire now. I guarantee he didn't become a millionaire as a Navy SEAL. It's like,
there's been something he said. I was like, oh shit, you're really a piece of shit.
Yeah, Papa Goose. Fucking Elizabeth Warren. I mean, she's on the finance committee. She's I think the head of the finance committee. And she's the one that was using Gary Gensler at the SEC to go after Ripple and crypto forever. Still is. Still trying to do that shit. And she's nothing but the mouthpiece for the banks. She's another one. She's the one that lied about being Native American to be basically a DEI hire at what was it? It was Harvard. Was it Harvard or?
Oh fuck!
I think it was Harvard. Yeah, Bernie. Bernie Sanders. I think he had a painting job in college or something like that. But other than that, fucking Bernie Sanders has never had a legit job a day in his life. Like his whole life, he's been in politics, basically. Just playing that one string banjo of socialism.
And that's what Ron Paul was saying during the Rogan interview today. Was he's got young kids coming to him saying, "Oh, how do I get into politics?" And he's like, "Work a real job first. Like, have a career in the real world, and then start getting in, so you at least know what the real world is like, and then you can serve those people properly."
You know what I think would work a lot better? This will never happen, but I think that there should be like tests. Like if you want to serve in politics, there's a set of tests that you have to take. Obviously like, mental, physical tests, but basically where you have to understand, kind of how government works and, things like that, the details of the Constitution, Bill of Rights. And then it should be like a lottery. You have to pass all those to be in consideration. And then they just have a lottery and you go up there and serve. Your job or career or whatever is safe for you, just like they do in the military, like in the National Guard and Reserves. If you have to deploy, then by law, they have to hold your position at your job till you get back. Do the same thing. Is you as a citizen go and serve in Washington, D.C. as a representative for 4 years or 2 years or whatever. And when you're done, you're done. You go back to your old life and somebody else goes in and does the job. And then you're going to have a plumber one time as your representative. You might have a hairdresser, the next one, you might have a lawyer, the next, you might have a doctor, the next, you might have, somebody, a carpenter or, somebody that does concrete. You have real people that know what it's like to have to, keep fucking food on the table and a roof over their head. that's what the founding fathers were. I mean, they were business owners. They were well off, but they were well educated, and they were successful business owners. They knew what it was like to have to turn a profit. They couldn't just throw money at things. They knew that money had to be worked for. It had to come from somewhere. That's what we need.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't just have these people who don't have a fucking clue what the real world is like and interacting with real human beings and understanding their needs and wants and all the nuances and shit. Yeah, it's just, we created a system that's just fucking siphoning money from the taxpayers, and oh my God.
That's really all it is. But yeah, the thing is though, is I don't stress about shit I can't control. Some shit, if it's in my sphere of influence, if there's something that I can do about it and something needs to get done, I'll get it done. If it's out of my sphere of influence, I don't stress about it. And if it's in my sphere of influence and I'm okay with it, then I don't stress about it. It's just, it's a lot easier way to live when you're not running around trying to right all the world's wrongs. Cause just,
you can't.
Well, you try to do as much good as you can,
but
aside from that, let the rest go, man.
Yeah, and that's what I sent a message in my friend group chat after, one of my friends was complaining about the whole like struggling with life and capitalism and all this shit, and I was like, you know what, guys,
that evil capitalism.
Yeah, do things that you have control of. Work on a hobby, start a side business, I don't know, go back to school or do something that will kind of occupy you or that you have control over that can help benefit your life going forward. Yeah, it's going to take time, but it beats the hell out of just sitting there doom scrolling all fucking night or all day. If you're not working a job, and there's always something that you can be doing and not to say that, because I spent years not really watching TV or doing anything that was kind of relaxing or fun. And now, I do a lot of stuff with my hobbies and work on music and crypto and all this shit. But, I do take time to go outside, go on walks or watch some funny movie or just kind of decompress. But I spend a lot of my time working on shit that can help benefit my future. And that makes the day go by a lot faster than just sitting there scrolling on Instagram, or TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but those of you that do, you just got to find stuff that can help keep you busy and help benefit your life for the better.
That's my struggle right now during the winter out here, is just keeping busy. Other than working on the channel, there's there's not a whole lot to do. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, you can't go outside much.
Oh, it's just there's not. I mean, I go outside, but there's not a whole lot to do. I mean, I can chop wood. I can plow the driveway, but that's a one and done until it snows again. It's
always
just kind of. Yeah, I mean, there's no garden to go tend to. There's just I mean, a lot of the work that I get done around here is during the warmer months. So yeah, here in probably the end of February, beginning of March, I'll probably start doing cold plunges, down at the creek.
Mm-hmm.
You should come back up.
Yeah. Well, so in the end of March, I'm planning on moving closer to my work. So probably April would be a good time. Yeah, because my lease is up here at the end of March, and then April might be because I want to hit that cold plunge, man. That stream you got looked pretty nice.
Oh yeah, no, I'll have to get in there and with a bucket and a shovel because that spring that comes up, that cold spring that comes up out of the ground, it freaking brings up a lot of gravel and stuff, like especially when the water really surges up out of there. So every once in a while I gotta freaking haul that out to keep it. Otherwise it just gets to where it's about that deep. So I like to dig it out to where it's at least chest deep.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't really get to. I mean, everything was covered in snow, so I couldn't really see a whole lot.
No, you definitely need to come up here in like June, July would be the best time. And then we can go hiking and kayaking, go cliff diving and all that stuff. Go check out the waterfalls and do all the cool stuff.
And actually camp up there when it's not freezing.
We'll strap some packs onto the kayaks, and then we'll kayak down the river. And there's a bunch of places you can only get to by boat, and so we can put in and pitch tents and cook some steaks and freaking chill out and enjoy the nature.
We'll pitch some tents.
yeah. Pitch some tents. But yeah. What the hell? Let's see what's pumping right now.
November 10th. It's never melted yet. No winter thaw. Just keeps stacking. Oh man, they had like 80 inches in fucking Canada, right? Or
that's what she said.
Alaska. Hey, yeah.
Dude, Kita's up 20%. Mammo's up 10%.
With XRP.
XRP. Let's see. What's going on with XRP?
Probably
that
nothing.
thing with that. I mean, it's up 6%.
Oh, I was close. Damn.
No, I mean, don't get me. I mean, I know I talk. A lot of people think I talk a lot of shit about XRP, but I mean, it's all factual. But it's not that you can't make money with XRP. It's just with all the with all. No, I don't say downside. Just with the changes in the tokenomics and just with how big of a market cap it is. I mean, it's sitting at number 4. If you're going to roll a dice on something, I mean, hell, freaking Canton. I mean, Canton right out the gate has more going on for it than XRP does. And it's been out, it was one of the first ones like right after Ethereum. Like, wasn't XRP out like, 10, 11 years ago or 15 years ago, some shit?
It was, yeah. Yep. It's been out. Fuck.
Yeah, Devon. I know Mammo and Plume. The cool thing about not Mammo but Plume was at the beginning we all were making a bunch of money in DeFi and we were siphoning that off and buying other projects with it. And so Plume was doing really well for us. I still have a really good bag of it because I still think it's a very strong project. But it's just this market has been terrible, especially for new projects. And me and Jeff has talked about it. And Plume, if they want to be a serious RWA chain, if they want to be taken seriously in institutions and with tokenization, they need to get rid of the cartoon birds and and all of that old crypto stuff that that people used to do for marketing. They need to clean up their image. They need to clean up that cartoony image and come out with a more professional varnish or persona for their project. And for God's sake, in season 2 fucking airdrop already. Like, good Lord, how long is the season? The season's turned into a year or more. How long has that season been going on?
Oh my God. I mean, at least 6 months. At least 6 months.
How long has the Plume season?
I'll be right back. I need to to the bathroom.
Let's see how long this thing's been going on. The Plume Network. AI got confused. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's bring up Miles. I haven't talked to Miles in a while. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Hey, Miles, how's it going?
Pretty good, yeah. Just chilling, you know. How about yourself, Mike?
Can you hear Miles,
Anything
Jeff?
interesting happening today?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right.
Like he's right there, yeah.
Hey,
There's a bell.
so Miles,
Everything.
we're live right now with the whole crew and with Jeff, and we were talking about Plume Network, and I was kind of curious. The Plume Network Season 2 airdrop. How long has that been going on?
Okay, so the Season 2 airdrop, from what I'm seeing, it launched on November 28th, so roughly 6 weeks now. It's been pretty active.
No.
Specific you want to know about it?
Miles.
Gotcha.
Plume Network, the tokenization RWA blockchain project. They've been doing a Season 2 airdrop where you have to earn points towards getting an airdrop of the Plume token. How long has that been going on? I know it's been at least 6 months, if not a year.
Right, yeah, a bit of a longer haul. Looking at the details, seems the Season 2 point system officially started around late September, so roughly 3.5 months now. You're right to think it's been going on a while, not just 6 weeks. It feels like longer, doesn't it? My bad. Totally mixed that up. It looks like there was a Season 1 that wrapped up in January of this year, and then Season 2 kicked off around June.
All right, Miles fumbled on that one. It's definitely been going on more than 7 weeks.
He's drunk.
Yeah, he's been drinking.
Let me see.
Matt says he's coming in. He's
Plume Season 2. Let me see if
Hapu. I didn't see the tip. Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Now that's really cool. That we might have to have Hapu on the show and with Colin, and they can tell us about their little romance and how they how they met and got to know each other, and he flew all the way over there. He just got home.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. Nice crypto love story.
Yeah, this is the first one that I've really heard. Well, actually, no. I guess what's her name that was on the basement? The little brunette girl.
Oh, Hannah?
Oh, Hannah. Yeah. Why? I don't know why I forgot that. Hannah. She met that British guy. That kind of stocky British dude.
Yeah.
That was on the basement a couple of times. Like they were dating for a while. I don't know if they still are, but like they met in crypto because he was a crypto guy, and obviously she was on the blockchain basement, and she's kind of I know she's into crypto.
Yeah, she moved over there, right? For a little while, I think. Or is she still over there?
So. I follow her on X, but pretty much all she posts is selfies and shots of herself in the mirror, telling people to say good morning and stuff. It's like, and again, no hate whatsoever, but dude, it would be so easy to be a girl in crypto and build like a brand. I mean, it's like every single like hot girl in crypto has like tens of thousands, if not millions of followers.
Yep.
Like if me and you started like posting selfies of ourselves and trying to grow a whole channel based on that, we'd have like no followers. It's like,
no. Be like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, creep.
Oh, Papa Goose said that she had kids.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah, no,
shit.
Papa Goose. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Hannah was nothing but
Oh.
eye candy. I mean, she's very, very smart girl. I'm just saying that, you know, a dude talking about crypto and a hot girl talking about crypto, it's gonna grow like Gina. It's like she's gonna be huge. I guarantee you. You know, it's if you are an attractive girl and you're talking about crypto and video games, you're gonna get a bunch of viewers. It's just gonna happen.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and Gina, I mean, she's a very intelligent woman. You know, it's like that one girl that she does kind of annoy me, but what's that one British girl that lives down in Miami?
Oh,
Which
was
all
it,
she
Layla?
something like that.
Help her?
And I have nothing personal against her, but it's like all she does is just say buy Bitcoin. Buy Bitcoin. You know, she just does selfies with her and makes sure her cleavage is in it, and she just buy Bitcoin. It's like that's it. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's
smart
a couple
businesswoman.
of them. There's Yep.
Oh, Hannah has her own
shit.
YouTube? Pat McCrotch says Hannah has her own YouTube. Let's see if we can find it.
Oh shit.
I'll give her a shout out. No, Hannah's good people.
Oh yeah, and Randy, Miss Teen Crypto.
Oh, smart girl too.
Yeah, and she's been on MSNBC and shit, like the
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, she's been on some news finance shows that are yeah.
Let's see. Anybody know what the name of Hannah's channel is? I know it's not Montana, Hannah Montana.
Oh, yeah, Patton, man, that when Isaac got shafted by his crypto coin chick.
Oh,
Dude,
dude.
Big scandal last year.
Oh, hey, here's Malik.
That was a big scandal, man.
What's up, brother?
Ah!
You made it.
What up, guys?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Oh, hey, happy National Rubber Duck Day is today.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
Oh, wait,
Yep.
wait. If that's really true, hold on. I got to do something here. Watch this. Uh-oh, I got reverb here. Let me try to fix that.
I'm so ducky to have you as a friend.
There we go.
I don't see a channel for Hannah Hughes.
It's probably called something else.
Yeah,
My
I just want
ducky
to
is
give her a
now,
shout out.
literally.
I really do miss the old basement. You know, when Drew had the couches and he had Hannah and he had Crypto Jesus.
Dude, we've got the old basement's coming back because I'm in my basement and Drew's called the basement, so we're like 1.5 basements.
Well, no, just like
no, I know. I was there. I actually was
Yeah,
physically there, and when I realized it was actually in the basement of that big building with all the couches, I walk in not knowing that if you walk in the room, you're screwed. You're on camera, basically, right? Because room.
Yeah.
And his assistant out said, "Go in," and I'm like, "Okay." And they're filming. I'm like, I stand like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "Hey, man." I'm like, what do I do?" He's like, "Oh, just have a seat." I'm like, "Okay." I was not properly dressed. I mean, it was horrible. I was just like, I just wanted to run out of the room, but I had no choice. I was stuck. I was just stuck.
Well, yeah, like Nick Dunn, you know, he Drew had did like an NFT, like I guess he did like an NFT drop for like the first 15,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And Nick Dunn's been a fan of the channel, you know, a Blockchain Basement for a long time.
Wait, yeah, I know Nick.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm just shouting him out.
My brain was just thinking to myself, wait, Nick's in our chat, isn't he?
Yeah. He's in both chats. He's in the arena.
Okay. I try to follow both.
So
dude,
I have a question for you,
StreamYard. Yeah, doing StreamYard like this, where I come in through and it's so confusing to me because I'm so used to being the one on the inside. It's just so confusing.
You don't have all the functionality.
But yeah, I'm constantly trying to make noises and stuff, and they're not there. I'm like, what? Why can't I make something?
You know what?
no.
You know what I should do is I need to just give like you guys permissions to where you can have.
What it is the way StreamYard works is you give us your email, right? We type it in, and then you have to send us a 6-digit code. And
well,
then,
let's let me know.
No,
sometime.
but then you have a choice of whether to make it be a one-time session, right? Or you can stay in until they get on. Now, I can never stay in someone else's because I got to use my own, right? So, like Drew and I are constantly popping out and having to get the damn 6-digit code from each other. That's just what you have to do. You can't give anybody a password, right? Like that would be easier if you could just have like a group password and
or just or like when you invite somebody, have a toggle that give them permissions. Because I mean that's what I usually do is I just email you the link.
They would be open to that. I bet you they would be open to that idea. I bet you if like we told StreamYard that was something they wanted, I bet you they would do it.
I would think that would be an easy, freaking ad.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it could be a hard one.
No, just a little toggle, and the little toggle just, automatically fucking does, whatever needs to be done to freaking give you the permissions to make the noises and shit.
Here, her ex is at Hannah Hughes.
Oh, I'm following her on X, but somebody said she had a YouTube.
No, everybody talks about this girl. I got to see who it is now. I'm like solely confused. She used to be on the basement.
If you knew about the blockchain basement back when they had the couches,
I did, but it doesn't mean I paid attention to everything.
Let's see.
Found her. No, I'm following her. Oh, I know who Hannah is. Okay, yeah. She's cool.
Yeah, I know you have to know.
Polymarket is so smart. They signed every hot girl in the world. That had anything to do with crypto. They signed her up.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. Is it's so much easier to be a hot chick and build like a brand,
on social media it is.
Yeah. No, it's I was joking with Jeff. I was like, if me, you and Jeff, if me, you and Jeff tried to freaking, start taking selfies of ourselves, and showing
people would delete us. They would delete us.
Right? That's
they
what
would
I'm
turn
saying.
us off. We would legitimately be turned off.
Oh yeah, no, Joseph. Yeah, Hannah freaking she's the one that was telling everybody about Pengu, pudgy penguins before.
Oh yeah, Pengu is a beast. Pengu is a beast.
At the very beginning, like before all the drama happened with it, and the one guy took it over and turned it into what it is. Like back when it first came out, when Pengu first launched, she was one of the first ones talking about it.
Oh, Matt, that moats isn't .com, it's .app.
.app. Where did I say .com? On my thing
on your thing. Yeah, I
tried
to
dude,
pull
that's
it up
because I just typed that like in 2 seconds. How do I fix that? I can fix that.
Yeah, my Bitdefender came up and said that it wasn't a safe
no, it's
site.
not. Moats.com is some weird ass old game or something.
Oh, okay.
It was a game that I think it was like a game that was ultimately an attempt to try to steal money from people. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Connect your wallet to play this game.
Connect your moat to play your to attach to this moat.
Fucking Arrow's up 10%, Kita's up 22%.
I mean, if you're a decent project today, you should be up a lot because the market's running. Now, Sol is dumping right now, but that's because this little we've been pushing back up, but I knew we needed to drop down to 143 on Sol, and we needed to drop another $700 on Bitcoin before I was confident we were going straight back up. So I think we're going to come pretty hard and fast down to 144 and Sol and 194.
How have your trades been doing?
What?
How have your trades been doing
today? Pretty good. Ever since I started using only VDEX on 2-bit, I found something about it that I really am angry about. They have a feature that I've never seen in a centralized exchange that is, man, it's a killer, bro. It's a killer. It's just like,
is that what happened the other day?
Me. What? Now?
Oh,
because I was not wrapping my head around how the numbers made any sense, right? Like even with the fees being high and even with my stop loss hitting, I was like, how could I possibly have taken that big of a loss, right? They have this thing that they makes it seem like it's a really good thing. Like it says, do you want this thing? They make it seem like it's free insurance, right? No, that's not what it is. It's not free insurance.
I know this is, hey Jay, I know this isn't the poll that you're talking about, but yes, polls getting smoked.
It's called spread protection, which has it's basically a way for when your stop loss gets hit, if there's a difference in price on the exchange and the mark price, it will leave your position open, which in Bitcoin might be okay because Bitcoin can sometimes spike up and down really fast and retrace. But on more like low liquidity tokens, all they're doing to us is increasing. If let's say I put a 10% stop loss in, I end up losing 30%. Because by the time the mark price hits my stop loss, it's just run through the price completely.
Oh, shit.
So like if I go in with $200 on a centralized exchange, I know that I'm willing to lose $10 a trade, right? And like I'll do it. Maybe I kind of view it as like roulette, where if I roll the roulette wheel 3 times and lose in a row,
the cost of doing business.
3 times, I'm done. That wheel's dead. If I trade the same token in the same direction 3 times and it just doesn't play out, I'm just done. I move on to look for a new trade, right? But losing $10 twice, not a big deal. The third trade can be 100, it can be 100% or a 50%, great. But when you lose 30% on your first trade, and you're like, wait, what? Okay, maybe the fees could cost an extra $5. That $15 I could understand, but 30, I was just like mind blown. And then it kept happening, even when I would move the stop loss down to 5%. Because when you have like very fast movement, right? Even a fair system can still blow by the stop loss and lose another 4 or 5%, right? Up to 10 even on a lower liquidity token. But 20 and 30%, that's a scam. There's just no universe. It's not like we had like an event today that was so drastic, right? It's not like any of the prices were going so straight up and down that like you could conceivably have that happen. So yeah, and then both Drew and I experienced it and we're like, bro, this is what's going. Now I see, because we were both losing trying to build volume for 2-bit, right? Because of just to help them out. But no, you can't on VDEX. I literally sometimes do a $5 stop loss and only lose $4.37.
Well, that was cool. The guy from VDEX today that was on the channel.
Yes,
that was
cool. More time with him.
Well, I guess they're going to be giving you guys like $10,000 that you guys can't withdraw for yourself.
Can't withdraw it,
but you can trade. Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead. You
no. You say you're perfect. You got it.
Yeah, no, it's but I just think it's really cool. And then you and Drew are going to trade that.
Yep.
And then then you're going to be giving it away in different ways.
Any profit we make, I think it's above $100 or something, right?
Yeah.
We can give it away, and it's at our discretion fully. In $10, nothing. You can't do less than $10, right? But I'm not going to give people $10. It's going to be $25 because then that incentivizes us to trade to use this account not for volume but for profit, right?
Yeah.
So that way, when we're showing people how to use VDEX, we're not trying to teach people how to farm the DEX. We're trying to teach people how to trade properly, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard to do this. When I'm on my account, I am tempted to always clip a trade if I'm up 10% because I want the volume and I want to open back up.
Yeah. Take a little off the top.
Correct. But if you're trading for profit, you probably want to leave a trade open a little longer, right? Not too long, but longer. You want to maximize the winning position. So that's something we're going to do. And then, so like I'm going to target $3,000 profit, and then I'll probably start giving profit out at like 1,000, right? I think 100 is where we could start, but I want to keep building on the building, right? So, I mean, Drew has this idea that he's going to build it up to 20K. I'm like, dude, you don't need, the point is to build it to give away to the community so then they can trade underneath you and get you airdrop point volume.
There you go.
And they get to learn how to trade using credit. But it's not credit that like what we have now. It's actually credit they can withdraw. They only have to hold it for 48 hours.
Keep seeing the cat's
Oh my
tail.
God, Ducky. Ducky, what are you doing? What is happening here? Why? Why is this happening? This is so crazy.
That's what I've been cracking up about. It's just like
It's
I
a
keep
freaking
seeing
cat
the
attack.
cat tail, like a periscope, like a submarine periscope coming up, and
yeah, it's like a submarine's driving right by me, and it's like ding, ding, ding. Dude, if you saw what she was doing right now, I don't have words for this. She's just being so.
Yeah,
crazy.
I've been sending some tickets in the Discord on VDEX for
Good.
because I noticed. So
if it's
when I set
bad,
up
tell us because we can get it right.
When I set up indicators, if I move my browser tab from one monitor to another, it
doesn't stay. My
indicators
they all go away. Correct.
And then
I just noticed that yesterday.
I was trading earlier today, and the order book on the right hand side
went crazy.
It wasn't lining up with what was on my trade.
But was the chart?
That's happened multiple times.
Was the chart still okay though? Like, was the chart right?
Better. I noticed sometimes, like before today, that if I go to the 15-minute, the one candle will be up here, and it won't be reflective of. It won't show like the whole thing. It's like a glitch.
Yeah, I mean,
where
you have to. Are you using Brave or Chrome?
Brave.
You got to get off Brave. I found out
Why?
those are not bugs for Brave. So my dumbass used Brave for the first 6 weeks, sent 100 tickets in, and they kept saying we can't replicate the error because they didn't know we were using Brave.
Oh shit!
Because 90% of people are using Chrome and MetaMask. I'm using Brave Rabby. So
yeah,
those of us who are from the arena before we did this, most of us are Brave Rabby because I think Brave did something with Avalanche at one point. So we're more likely here on the arena to be a Brave users. But I looked it up. It's true. I thought Brave was being more, even in crypto, Brave has not been fully adopted yet. It's like people that are using it for like the farming use it, and then for the BAT token, and then people use it that want more privacy. But I'm traumatized by my Google Chrome. Like opening it up scares me because I was hacked through it once. And the hackers were so like brazen that they
malicious
uploaded their entire bookmarks onto my Chrome browser, and 10 years later their bookmarks are still in my Chrome browser, and we can't get rid of it. Nothing I do can remove my browser's bookmarks. I've manually removed them. I've nuked Chrome and started it over, but nope. It's all so, and it's in Mandarin. That's what's worse. It's not even English. So there's like 3 or 4 Mandarin ones. So I'm always reminded of how horribly I got hacked whenever I open Chrome. And I've got this little bit of like fear that I need to go make sure remote access is turned off still. Now they changed the whole system because the way I was hacked should not have ever been like you could use the old Chrome if you had access to a person's computer and give yourself direct access as an admin. And if the person used like Safari, right, on an Apple, they would never know you were in their computer ever. And you could control their device for years because they didn't have sessions. Oh, you're going to sneeze. Here it comes. Lumberjack sneeze.
Oh, no.
God bless you. Oh, where's your kitty? Where's your kitty?
Oh, she's back here taking a nap.
Okay, good. My kitty is a submarine monster. I mean, what the hell was that?
My cat's been getting lippy lately because I tried out giving her some tuna fish, and like now she's like a crackhead.
Oh shit!
Oh really? Oh yeah. So one of my 2 cats definitely has like some fish just does not settle with them, and they want to like it because they both devour it, but then one of them always ends up tossing it like 2 hours later, but I never see it. So I don't know which one of them is. I think it's Ducky. I don't think it's Wendell. I think he can eat anything. Dude, what Jay said in his thing about girls and work ethic, that is so true in one way, because I would say hot girls generally don't have a very high work ethic, right? Because they can get away with it. But hot girls with a work ethic usually crush it.
Well, but usually, I mean, there's exceptions to every.
Always exceptions. Yep. There's no such thing as a.
Freaking hot girls, guys will freaking do everything for them.
That's right. Why would they when guys just make their life so simple?
They can just bat their eyes and, show a little ankle, whatever, freaking whatever, freaking, guys are simple. You can manipulate the shit out of a dude pretty fucking easy as a hot chick.
Yes, I believe you're 100% correct about that.
There's strip clubs full of them, and
See,
you know, guys.
Strippers never were able, like, I just never got into that whole thing. Like, I just don't.
I never did either.
I'm
not just saying that. Like, you can,
no, dude, I didn't even go. I went to one when I was 18. That was so horrible. I had to leave. I was just so mortified. The first girl that came up to me had a tattoo right above her vag that said, "If you don't eat it, you don't need it."
I just
in word, right out of, like, if you don't eat it, you don't need it. I'm like,
it's nothing that crazy. I just don't see the point. It's like, I'm going to go to a place, pay a bunch of money to get in, tip a bunch of money, buy them drinks and all this stuff for what? Blue balls? It's like, it's like, I'm not going to.
Well, no, the truth is, people that go now,
where's the return on investment?
It's become an extension of prostitution in most places.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, it's one or the other. Either it isn't at all, and it's just blue balls, and you got to be like this, right?
Yeah.
Or they're trying to get you into the back room to steal all your money for a hand job or whatever they want to offer.
I've heard there's a place in where my parents live called Platinum Plus, and they had a couple of them on the East Coast, and
not just Platinum.
Platinum Plus, and now that building is now a church.
Hair color, you know that, right? That's the hair color.
You told me about this. It's a church now.
So
it's so very evangelical of them to turn a strip
club.
But they called it something creative, didn't they?
Oh, I don't remember.
God's Body Shop.
No, so this stripper that was from there was telling me and my roommate at the time this story of the VIP room and how this dude would pay like thousands of dollars for these strippers to like kick him in the balls. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I've heard about this too. I don't understand it at all, bro. It's just not my jam. It's not my jam, as I would say, I don't get it.
Oh,
that's a male. That's a male. That's a submissive, basically, right?
Yeah.
I guess I just don't have the bandwidth to really.
We need to. I need to get with the arena and see if we can get them to do something like this for us.
Okay, so do you want them to use this tweet right here, right?
Yes,
forward it with Jason saying, I just talked about it. Sorry, I didn't bring that up right away. They can use that tweet and say, the third member of the DC family, right?
Oh, no. Well, we're not part of the DC family anymore.
Oh, you're not anymore? Not at all?
No.
Oh, you're part of the Hit Network family. You're not a part of the DC.
No. We're not part of Hit Network either.
Oh,
we're
right.
We're venturing on our own.
Yeah.
Confused. Is that because of bad? Is there any bad feelings?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. No, so you guys are no longer on the Hit Network catalog then.
No. We still collaborate.
Right.
Yeah, we still collaborate and stuff like that, but we're just doing our own thing now.
Okay. All right. How did I not know this? That's so weird.
It just happened. It was like yesterday that we just basically had our meeting and stuff like that. And
wait,
it's just
happened yesterday. Okay, so this is not something I should have known. Okay.
No. It's just there's like just too many plates to spin. Streaming to multiple YouTube channels and having to keep up with multiple Discords and it's just spreading ourselves too thin.
It's too thin. I was always confused. Like, I didn't even know the blockchain basement was gone. I just, in my brain, I guess I thought that Drew turned the basement into the 2 p.m. show and they just switched times, but I wasn't watching it regularly because I was doing my own streaming, right?
Yeah.
So when he said, do you want to start the blockchain basement? I didn't know it ever left. I was like, what? I don't understand. And then I'm like, oh, now it's coming together. Malik's brain is slowly coming to understand all this. I get the thought process of using the massive channel, right? To expand everybody's voices. And if there would have been a way to convert even you guys' personal X accounts massively, right? Even if you could turn those numbers into your personal accounts, it would be justifiable, right? But if you weren't seeing an increase in your personal accounts and you were getting washed out of who you were because you didn't have the brand, right?
Yeah.
Then I just don't understand why. The only advantage is you're going to get more viewers because more people subscribe. So more alerts pop up that say DC is live, right?
Yeah.
That's about it. But yeah.
When we're also concerned about getting multiple, like streaming to multiple YouTube channels and the algorithm kind of like pushing us down and out of sight.
DC down because you were having different messages.
Well, we were having the same content sometimes on 3 different channels because we would stream it on Jeff's, which we stopped doing.
Right.
We would stream it on my old channel that I used to do bullshit and bourbon on, and where we just used to smoke cigars and drink whiskey. Me and Taylor. It's how I got started streaming. It was me, Taylor, Jeff, and one of my military buddies, Gary.
Yeah, don't call me Jeff.
Yeah, and basically we just smoked cigars and just talked about aliens and Bigfoot and whatever the fuck, and but so yeah, we were streaming it on Jeff's channel, my old channel, and the old Meta Money channel, and so it was YouTube when it just sees the same content on multiple channels, it was just dinging the shit out of it. So like I said, we thought it'd be smarter to streamline.
We can get away with that on the arena because there's no algo.
Yeah.
And I told Drew today we have to. When the blockchain basement went live yesterday after DC had 400 people, we announced that we were going on the blockchain basement, right?
Yeah.
My account I had my account running with the title Blockchain Basement Use Other Account. That was the title. I had 270 people in a dark black room for 30 minutes. They wouldn't leave. Was begging them to leave. No, we here for you, Mr. Malik. I'm like, oh fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm like,
you have a bunch of zealots. You have a bunch of followers.
I do, right? And they felt like I'm like, no, the blockchain.
Hold on. Before I forget, I didn't know this about you, Malik, but I guess that you were or are a pretty prominent producer. Like I was looking on your
and are they both fit, sadly, but yeah.
No, I mean, tell everybody a little bit about that because it's something I didn't know, and we've hung out multiple times now.
Yeah, I guess I had in the crypto. Okay, listen. When I was a producer, I didn't tell people I was a producer for a very long time. Felt very uncomfortable when I worked in LA because so many people run around saying I'm a producer, blah blah. Come home, it's just so cheeseball, right? So when I did start working full time in the entertainment business, which I can tell you the exact date, October 2nd, 2012, because my business partner Bill Walton at the time, he had his birthday on October 2nd, so we were both October 2nd babies. He's just like 27 years older than me, I think. Yeah, so. He ran a company called Allied Capital. And like in the summer of 2012, I was doing half political consulting, half entertainment stuff. I started to make a movie. It was going slow, but I was struggling to raise money for anything film related because no one thought that I was qualified enough. And then a friend of mine called me up and goes, dude, I need your help. One of my biggest political donors put $2 million into an Obama script with this person. I'm like, what do you mean put in $2 million? They paid $2 million and they don't even have a script yet. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Was this that movie, that End of the World movie?
It never came out.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Made. And they were about to write a check for another $2.5 million.
Oh, God.
And my friend goes, dude, you have to save their money. They're just getting swindled. I know it. But they're older and they're so motivated to try to beat Obama that like they're just getting taken advantage of. This was John Travolta's old manager who has like 1,000 credits online. But if you know him, you know he didn't produce one of them. The only one he produced was the L. Ron Hubbard movie, the worst movie ever made. The movie about Scientology. You know, the guy.
Scientology.
The Scientology. L. Ron Hubbard wrote a fiction book that failed horribly. They turned it into a movie, which was the only actual movie this man produced. Okay.
Was that Battlefield Earth or something like that?
Battlefield Earth or something like that.
Yeah, and it had it actually had John Travolta, and he had like the dreadlocks and stuff.
Travolta was in it. and
Oh,
his manager produced it because
was
his
so
manager was
terrible.
because they were both Scientologists at the time, right?
Yeah,
And
that was such a terrible movie.
so my attorney, I called my attorney up. I said, "Hey, here's the situation." They'd hired Nick Cassavetes of The Notebook, who was a huge, and his father invented independent film, like birthed it out of nothingness against all odds to, make Scorsese exist and all these other big time people in the 70s and 80s, because he realized that there needed to be another way of making movies that wasn't from the studios.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I knew Nick's very close friend. I knew Nick's kind of a gangster, like for real. He kind of scared me. He really scared me back then. So I wasn't like real fond of getting close to him, but his friend was. And I said, "Hey, dude, what do you know about this?" And he goes, "Well, no, shut up." This guy was the only person I ever met that could talk over me so much that I couldn't speak at all. Okay. Like I was just like, he goes, "So Nick Cassavetes is writing a script." And I'm like, "Wait, what? I just told you that." He goes, "No, you didn't. Listen, these guys are getting swindled and they're conservatives. I bet you know them. We don't. None of us are." I'm like, "Okay, I do know them. They hired me." He's like, "What? What did they hire you to do?" I'm like, "Fix it." He's like, "Are you going to fix it?" I'm like, "Yeah. Can you get Nick to take $100K to like write the script? And he can like give the money to one of his friends to write, just put his damn name on it, because I need a script that can be delivered."
Is that Nick from the Blockchain Basement?
No, Nick Cassavetes is the director of the Notebook.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And
there was a guy.
He's so stupid. He turned down. I shouldn't say that. Nick, I'm sorry. Don't kill me. Okay. He would agree that he turned down Iron Man. He was the first director off of Iron Man, and he goes, "No, I don't want to do something that commercial, but that like cheesy." He did. At this point, he'd already realized he screwed up, and he goes, "Dude, don't look at me. I'm the dude that turned down Iron Man." So I mean, he had a sense of humor holding, right? He's like, don't ask me questions like this. He goes, "So Malik, what are you here for?" I'm like, "Well, I brought a check with me, and I'm hoping that you can help me." And I'm like freaking out because my friend's like, "Just get along with it." I'm like, "So like, I know you. How much did you get paid to write the script?" He goes, "Paid? Who got paid?" I'm like, "Wait a minute. You didn't get $1 of the 2 million? You're the writer?" He goes, "Bro, I didn't get any of it." I'm like, "Oh my God." So here's the deal. I'm going to force Jonathan to give you some of the money, and I'm going to give you a check for $100K right now if you just promise to get me a readable draft, like in a month. He's like, "Hey guys," and I realize there's like 5 writers in the room.
Yeah.
They're just sitting around. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Does anybody want like 50K plus some casino chips, like 7K and chips from Bally's?" He had all these poker chips he forgot to cash in. So he had like 10K in poker chips from the Mandalay Bay and from all these places. He goes, "So $57,000, but you got to go to Vegas to get 7 of it." And
Oh my God.
I'm like, so wish I had this on camera, right? I'm like, "This is awesome." And the one guy goes, "I'll do it." And the other guy, "I'll do it." And the other 3 are like, "No, it's not enough money." And he's like, "You're sleeping on my fucking couch and you don't think that's enough money, motherfucker?"
Right?
Yeah, okay. And he goes, "All right, you two, come with me." We have a meeting. He goes, "All right, so Malik, you understand I'm not writing the script word for word. I will spend 1 week polishing it, putting my stamp on it. I'm not going to screw your guys. I will do that." I'm like, then we're way ahead of the curve because I wasn't expecting you to do that for 100K, right? Like,
yeah.
He goes, "So how much money did Jonathan raise?" I'm like, "He raised 2 and he was about to get 2. He was minutes from getting a wire for 2.5 million more." Nick starts fuming, right? He's like, "Now, if that dude was smart, he would have cut me in on it. And I'd be telling you, I don't know what you're talking about right now." But he did not. "So do you have a plan to blow his ass up?" I'm like, "Yes." "You do? You?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." "Well, it's my lawyer's plan, but still, it's my plan. I paid for it." And he goes, "What is it?" I'm like, I tell it to him. He goes, "Oh, it's pretty gangster for you, Malik. I thought you were a Catholic boy." I'm like, I'm not the one that came up with it, but I am the one that's having to like do it. Which then I thought about, like, oh God, I have to actually do this. So I had to go meet this guy in a public place, trick him into thinking
the hitman.
My attorney drafted 7 different things. I had a check for $5,000, a check for $10,000, a check with no money on it. I went prepared for all scenarios, but there was no chance that man was leaving without signing over everything to me, right? Because I found out that he had a $10,200 mortgage and anybody can get anything from him for $10,200 because he never had his mortgage money. Which, what did he do with the $2 million? Probably gambling. He's probably some form of crazy addict. Who the hell knows, right? It wasn't crypto because crypto didn't exist yet. So this is how I got in the film. I went and bullied, but I bullied a bully into giving me the script, which he had already been paid $2 million for. I tried to do it for $5,000. He refused. I'm like, listen, dude, if I go downstairs and my lawyer has to come up here, you're going to get sued. He's ready to serve you. And here's his wife's name. He goes, wait, what? Yeah, I thought you'd find that interesting. My attorney isn't charging me because apparently you and his wife had a business history that I don't think it went real well, did it, Jonathan? He goes, are you're bluffing. There's no way that man, there's no way Michael's downstairs right now. I'm like, he drove me here, bro. And he's in the car. He is hoping that I text him with no. He's hoping I text him no, which means he comes right up here and serves you instantly. And you're going to get sued into oblivion because Lee Hanley, who gave you the $2 million, has unlimited money.
Yeah.
Oil tycoon, unlimited money. And he goes, so how did you get in touch with these guys? They got in touch with me. And all you need to know is this. I'm not trying to take your job. I'm just telling you there is no job and you're fired. Like, just take the $5,000. And then right as I'm about to walk outside, I go, listen, I bet you take 10. Because when I offered him 5, he goes, I will never agree to these terms. I'm keeping this movie. I go, $10,000. Okay, I'll do it. It was instantaneous.
I guess it never wasn't that long after all.
Dude, my financiers were adamant that I not give him another $10,000. But I had a $250,000 budget, which was 10% of the $2.5 million, right? And they told me I could use it had I saw fit, as long as they got the script and got rid of him, right? Those are my 2 goals. So I figure I'm ahead of the curve because I thought I was going to have to pay $200 for the script, right? I thought the $100 was going to be a down payment against another $100. But Nick could tell that, like, this would be a big deal for me if I got this done.
I'll be right back.
And even though he's a gangster and scary, he's not ungenerous. Like, he's got a generous spirit, right? So he basically just told me how to, he gave me one other piece of information about the producer that I should tell him, which is not appropriate for this forum at all. It's not, I don't even know if I'm legally allowed to say it. I think we signed an NDA about this topic. But I gave him one more piece of information about other criminal activity the guy was involved in. And I said, you have 2 choices. You walk away, get served, get sued, and you're at the end of your life. Oh, this, by the way, this guy was married to Hot Lips McKee from MASH. So when I went to his house to meet him before, Hot Lips comes out and goes, hello. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? This is so surreal.
Starstruck.
No, I'm not starstruck. I felt bad for her that she's with this guy, a buffoon, like total buffoon. And so I go, dude, I'm a young kid. You've got all these credits, but I'm telling you, this is not going to go well for you. And Michael Barnes wants to come through that door and kick your face in for what you did to his wife. And he finally stopped pretending like everything I was saying wasn't true. And he goes, he starts shaking. I'm like, all right, I got him. I'm like, listen, I'll give you $10,000, sign right now. Like right now. He goes, okay, give me the damn thing. Take $10,000. Now, tell Michael Barnes not to come up here. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see that lawyer. Do not have that lawyer come up here. The second he gives me the signed paper, Michael Barnes comes right in. He was waiting to pounce. He knew this guy was going to say that he didn't want to see him. Mike goes, hello. And he goes, I told you, deal's off. I'm like, bro, I got your contract and you got my money. So as far as I'm concerned, have fun. I leave. I still to this day have no idea what they talked about. All I know is the dude sat there like this, scared out of his mind. And my attorney was just like in his face, going like, kill you. Clearly he did something to his wife, right? Like obviously something that's not appropriate. But in the culture of Hollywood at the time, it was something that she didn't feel comfortable like coming forward with, right? So this was like sweet revenge for him. My financiers got everything they needed. They saved $2 million. That was my goal. And one of the junior partners just called me out of the blue and goes, hey, Matt, we talked for like 4 minutes on the phone. My name's Bill. I put $250,000 into this fucking debacle. I've been trying to tell them for months that something was wrong here. You don't pay this much money for a script. But, you know, they're my friends and, you know, they've been good to me. So I like the way you handled yourself, and I'm bored out of my mind because I'm sort of retired against my consent. I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, I mean, my company was forced to merge with Ares Capital, my rival, so I could save my stockholders value, or I could have just let the thing go bust and taken my $400 million golden parachute. And I didn't think that'd be very ethical. I'm like, oh, an ethical Wall Street person? That's great. He goes, so listen, there's only one thing I haven't accomplished in my life. I want to make movies. I'm like, okay, what do you want? I want to put money into account tomorrow, and I want to start making movies with you. I'm like, wait, what?
Shit.
How much money?
So you're kind of thrown into it.
He goes, I'll put up $2 million. We have never met in real life. We've never had a long conversation. He straight up goes, I'll put $2 million into an account. I get 70, you get 30 until we make our money back. Then we become 50-50. And I'll teach you what I know about business. You teach me what you know about film, and we'll have a lot of fun. And I found out that we have the same birthday, so let's start the company officially in a month on our birthday. We'll fly out to LA to meet you. But you're telling me you want to fund the account like today? Well, tomorrow, yeah. It's $2 million. Not a big deal. I'm like, okay, great. I'm like, he's like, write a proposal about what you think we should do. We immediately went against the proposal and made a movie instantly that, like, we immediately did the thing I told us not to do because he wanted action, okay? And I realized that very quickly. We made a movie quickly and we went to Cannes with our first movie. That's how I got in the movie business. So,
damn.
And then on my birthday, October 12th, I just was like, I'm a full-time film person forever. Still didn't call myself a producer until my movie went to the Cannes Film Festival. Then I felt comfortable telling people I produce movies because I did. And the first one, it was Jerry Lewis's last movie, the last movie he ever made. So I literally worked with Jerry Lewis for like 6 weeks. It was crazy. He was such a.
What movie?
It's called Max Rose. It's the last feature. He's credited in one more movie, but he wasn't the lead in it. It wasn't. He just does his part. This was his swan song. Had the other financier that we partnered with not been so green, the movie would have financially done very well because, as you know, Jerry Lewis in France is like a rock star. Like, when I tell you I've never seen people hanging off trees to get pictures of the man, he was like a Beatle. So that was crazy. The movie ended up making its money back, but it should have done well. And then that just turned into me making pretty much 2 movies a year on average for the next 10 years. Yeah. There'd be a year where I'd make 3, one where I'd make 1, but I just didn't stop. I was literally, I felt like I was in production every day of my life from 2012 to 2020, basically. Yeah. And
do you remember this? Do you remember this old video game, Paperboy?
I love this game.
Dude, I played it for hours.
I played it for more than hours, bro. So, and then I almost quit producing.
What was your first video game system?
Oh, Nintendo 64.
Mine was Pong.
Really?
Yes.
No, Atari. What do I do? My dad brought it. I knew my dad bought a new video game system when he'd come into the house, sneak around looking to see where we were.
Yeah.
And he'd have something. I could hear him leaving something on the porch. He'd be like, "Hey, is everybody home?" I'm like, "Uh-oh, new video game system. Yes."
Right.
So I started with Atari because I remember playing all the basic Atari games. But Nintendo 64, I remember it because it's Mario Brothers, right? That was just such a.
Oh yeah, well you had F-Zero. F-Zero was a freaking badass game too.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you grow up in Detroit, you don't think you can be in the movie business. You don't. Like, no one ever said that was a possible career. Like, you just don't learn about it. So
looks like DCA and Prey is an Atari man too.
Yeah, Atari.
So, those of you that don't know Pong, all it was 2 like dashes. And there's a dial.
Programmed game in history, without a question.
Well, all it was a dial, and as you turned the dial, it moved the dash up and down. And there was a square ball, and it basically was like tennis. You had to bounce it back and forth.
At arcades, you could have 2 people playing at the same time, right? At the arcades, you have the 2-player Pong, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually used to sit there, and I used to do both of them, and I'd get it going back and forth like super fast, and be like using each hand because
Veteran,
But
did you ride dinosaurs to school? You're so old.
Yes. Actually, when I was in the military, I was back in the military when Christ was a corporal.
And praise from Detroit. All right.
Oh yeah, the ET game. I remember that one too.
Oh no. I think that was one of the worst games ever.
Pitfall was awesome.
Pitfall.
Yeah, Pitfall. Combat was a good one, and Adventure.
Yeah,
they were for the first Atari.
Do you see the duck in the background, Jeff?
Yeah.
What's up with the LEDs in the back?
These are called Govee curtains. I'm gonna put another duck back there too. Hold on.
Put another
Govee?
duck.
Yes, Govee curtains. Govee. They're Govee curtains. Govee is like a less expensive but still quality Hue. You know how Hue makes all the great lights, right? Govee is a much more economically accessible version of Govee, of Hue. And these, my dad put one of these on the front of his house, so like seasonally he could have Christmas stuff, and when the Lions play and you can use AI to put the pictures up there. So like we have the Detroit Lions on our ones on the Sundays. You can put anything. You can put your little kitty cat up there. And here there's two ducks. Here's another duck. There's the duck, the rubber ducky. Yeah. There's the rubber ducky. And then this is the duck graduating from college. Yeah, I like the duck graduating from college. So since it's National Duck Day, I'm trying to learn how to use the AI more efficiently so I can put like companies' backgrounds behind me when I'm talking to them and stuff. That's my goal. And it does work. I've seen it. I just haven't been able to do it effectively.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just, here, let me move out of the way a little bit.
Govee. Nice. I'm going to have to get some of those.
Yeah, and then these lights right here, I don't know. Oh, I guess the tall lights right here. There's two of them. It looks like I have like a field goal post right here. If you were to like turn this way, and I just have to change the settings, and then they go based on sound. They have this weird thing where like based on the sound behind you, they'll start like making like they'll just start going through it like it's connected to the sound or the music. Yep. There's like 1,000 presets, and then you can use AI to do anything you want. For example, just give me something you want to see. I'll tell AI to do it. See what it comes up with. What do you want me to put up there?
Put a cat.
Okay, because they don't actually have a. Oh, did they add it? No, they don't have a cat. Okay, let's see here.
Since we got cats on the stream.
Kitty cat.
And a meow 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 and a dance. I'm a kitty cat.
Oh wow, this is actually good. I think.
Well, shit, we should probably start wrapping this up. Or I'm gonna at least. I think. I mean, you guys can keep going. I might dip.
No. But look, is that a cat behind me on this side? Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Look, yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Or a fox.
Yeah.
It might.
I gotta feed my cats.
So since there's two curtains and I don't have them connected right now, I'm gonna try to do the other one and see what comes up. What cat comes up on that one?
DCA and Prey says now put the cat in a bikini.
Yes, Grok, can you put the cat in a bikini, please? Okay. Cat in a bikini.
No, Ellie Sonic was another good one. Sonic the Hedgehog. That was another one. And then she played X-Men on Sega.
Oh my God! It gave us a cat in a bikini. I can't believe this.
The recommended solution has
there you go.
Jesus. Oh,
and
man.
Here's what the picture of the AI came up with. Okay. I mean, that's nuts.
Wow.
That's actually very funny. So yeah. I did not think that was going to work, Jeff. Jeff, I didn't think that was going to work.
Nice. Now we know.
Now we know, dude. I got to do that more often now.
And knowing is half the battle.
Oh my God! People on the arena, Dirk's like, nice cat in the bikini, dog. So what I think we need to do is, most importantly, is I need to multi-stream to my arena, right?
Yeah.
And literally title it your show.
Okay.
pump your show to it so that people see that by going there, I'm there. So we get my crowd, because it's ridiculous for me to, since now I only do my personal show like twice a week.
Yeah.
It's silly that I'm not moving the audience to our shows. So we got to figure out a way to do that.
No, that'd be cool, man. I appreciate that.
The only way that could be fixed is if the arena allowed us to alert, like if, even though I wasn't the one running the stream, if you could post, like if you could attach people's profiles to your guests so people know who's in there by just looking at the screen, and then an alert goes to everybody that says this person's streaming on this person's thing. It can be done. They're working on it.
You know, one thing I do need to learn how to do, maybe I can ask Drew about it, is like, and maybe something they can do on the arena, where it's like if I'm going live, I can basically port the chat, the people that want to stay with the show, because Drew does it all the time. Like he used to do it whenever my show was right after his. He would auto divert the audience over to my show, because
how does that work?
I don't know. I need to look into it, but it's something that we should all talk about, to where if we have shows that line up like that, it would kind of keep everybody in the community.
Right. Because even before DC put, like when the basement was the basement, it was just after the DC show, and they used to push right too.
Yeah.
Right. So we should be doing that here.
Yeah, that timing was perfect that they had. I was always kind of curious why they, disrupted that.
I think the thought process was because they lost, what's his name? They had less bodies to do the shows, right?
Okay.
To try to have less ground to cover, right?
Yeah, I never asked him. I
didn't ask him either. I'm saying this is it can't be an accident that at the same time bodies were leaving, right? That's when this happened. I think they were trying to condense from like a high level. It would have probably been an idea I'd have too, but you have to really understand how YouTube works to know why it wouldn't work, right? Like,
and that's kind of what I figured. I figured it had to be something where, it made sense, because I mean they're very dialed in, when it comes to how YouTube works and how it operates. Drew and all them over there are they know their shit.
They know it. Yes. Yeah. What they do need to do better at, though, they have a 1 million person X account, right? And they do. It's not doing nearly as much as it could be doing for them. They need to really.
Oh yeah. No, they have like 1.4 million on
1.4 YouTube, 1 million on X, but 1 million on X is massive.
Yeah.
And they're not even regularly posting, but I think they fixed that today. I think they solved that somehow. I think people are coming. They're. I told Drew if he didn't get somebody to work for him, he's going to lose his damn mind. Like, he was doing 4 people's jobs times 2. So I was like, what?
Oh no, dude, Drew's a machine. I don't know how he does it. I mean, he's working out. He's like running multiple shows. When he's not running a show, he's behind the scenes helping. He's has his wife and all his brood of kids. He's has the chickens and all that stuff. I mean, the guy is like spinning, 18 fucking plates. I don't know how he does it.
Especially, and 18 kids.
That's what I mean. He has like a freaking whole brood of kids, and then he has his
whole what's it called, the chickens, the whole
a coop.
A whole coop of chickens, right?
He got a coop of chickens.
Yeah, I'm not being critical about it. I'm just saying that even if BitBoy was the no, there's a comment here. I don't know. I know that BitBoy was the first brand that blew up, right?
Yeah.
But it would be it's a waste not to utilize both sides of it, right? If it's there.
Oh no, absolutely. Mm-hmm. No, it's something I even mentioned. At one point was kind of like why they didn't do more to
why don't they announce what they're about to do on Twitter? I don't know that I don't get. Like, why don't they have someone like before their shows? Why don't they put out a tweet? We're about to go live.
Yeah. There's got to be some like synchronization that you can do.
There is.
You know what I mean? It's just
probably build an AI tool for it. Honestly, to be honest, you probably build.
I don't know enough about the industry to be honest to be able to.
This isn't even this industry, but what you're talking about is an AI tool that can work for multiple different people. There's tons of different segments of the universe that use YouTube.
Oh yeah.
There's got to be a way to do it.
Well, and I would just, I would have everything, to where it just flowed. Like you basically had an SOP, a standard operating procedure of this is, the order flow. This is the workflow that, every day, we do this show, these people, these, this is the jobs that you're doing. This show is right after that.
I do know that they were, until the last time I went to Georgia, which was only a couple months ago, they were still stuck waiting for the finality of the lawsuit with him, right? So that finally finished. That's only been like a month or two. I know what it's like to go through long litigation. They won. And it's, even if you win, it's still like not easy just to like start back up to normal life.
Oh,
where
dude,
I lost one, and
dude, hats off
like, I was never gonna recover.
And and everybody there at
TJ's
DC.
dad and yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I can only imagine what that was like. Going through all that shit. I'm sure that you're just
I can't imagine it. Like almost explicitly, because I was kidnapped, and because I didn't do what the people wanted me to do, they tried to off me. Thank God I had my Glock and my training. And literally, like, never been so happy to have a Glock than the day a Lyft driver kidnapped me. And and then just made one horrible mistake. Great mistake by my definition. Horrible mistake by theirs. Right before he was going to drop me off to these two SUVs that had like at least 4 dudes in them. I was in trouble. So if I got that far, I was going to have trouble getting out of there. But no, his car hit a speed bump that was this big, and it bottomed out and forced him to stop. And we both, like, he almost hit the windshield. I hit the door. And as I come forward, I see that his phone's on the floor and Uber's turned off. The lift is turned off. It's black.
Yeah.
And I'm like, uh-oh. And then I see the SUVs in like a kill box around the curve of the parking lot that you turned me into, right? And I said, Senor, no es Mulholland, es un parking lot. Because he pretended not to speak English. Yeah. And I'm like, this is not Mulholland Drive. This is a parking lot, motherfucker.
Yeah.
He goes, no. Si. Un Mulholland. I'm like, bro, you don't even speak Spanish, do you? And then he like looks at me through the rearview mirror. He goes, see. I'm like, I just literally, I take my hand like this. I just go into my backpack, acquire firing grip, and just make it very clear to him that he had 2 choices: to not go home tonight or to turn around right now. Blitz said that he sat still for 2 minutes and 47 seconds. He didn't move.
All right. My dinner's ready. So I mean, are you guys wanting to hang out or?
I'll hang out if you want to.
I got to feed my cat.
Yeah, I got.
You know what? My cats are going crazy because they want me to feed them right now.
Well, it was a ton of fun, guys. I appreciate it. I always love hanging out with these. If you want to come on Thursday, Colin is going to be on with us. He was saying.
No, tell Colin he has to bring his Cookie Monster puppet. Okay.
All right.
Colin's Cookie Monster puppet. Very funny. Very funny. I swear to God.
You can message him too. You can message him too.
I already told him. But if you have you have to demand he have the puppet ready.
All right.
I don't know how he does it, but you'll be hard for you not to fall off your chair laughing.
All right. Cookie Monster hand puppet. Got it.
Cookie Monster. Oh, Cookie Monster. Goodbye.
Cookie.
All right. Well, tomorrow we'll have what tomorrow? DeFi. We'll have David. Yeah, we'll have David and Jake, and we will be talking about advanced strategies, what's going on in DeFi, and we'll see you again. You got anything?
Nope.
All right. Well, till next time, Veteran Crypto out.
See ya.